What's going on, everyone? It's Dungeon here, coming back with another Elden Ring Beast Mode video. And in the last few videos, I've been doing things to try to get super OP. And in this one, what we're going to do is pretty much finish most of the surface area of Liurnia. There are a few nighttime bosses. There are a few carriages that we want to loot. There are a few bosses, Ertree avatars, and Evergaol bosses that we want to defeat, again, in the surface area. So, basically what we're going to do is start right here, alright? So, first thing I want to do is, I actually want to get that. I don't know if I've ever seen that quite before. Let's see here, because there is an Evergaol boss right up there, actually. Let me see. Alright, cool, man. So, a little clunky, but I got it. And now, from this Evergaol boss, we get a pyromancy spell, a flame spell, and, let's see. This one isn't too terribly difficult. Even if you're kind of lower level, the Malefactor Evergaol. And basically, this one, he will cast a, basically it's like a massive ball of fire over the top of his head, okay? So, honestly, I don't really have too many problems defeating this. I don't think I've ever really had a problem defeating this boss, but you never really know what's going to happen. So what I'll do is prepare for the worst. And I think I'm going to go with the claw, actually. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the claw. Let's try this out. And just like that. Bam. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Alright. So, here's our first enemy. Now we have the Flame of the Fell God. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. Alright. We'll be back in a second. Alright, you guys, so from here, we are going to basically move on over to the other side of this hill, because there is a village that we basically want to grab some items from. Alright? And most of, like I said, most of what we're going to be doing will be nighttime kind of stuff, so do keep in mind. I want to say there's something around here. I'm almost positive there is. I guess maybe there's not. Alright, I thought there was something. Okay. Alright, but there definitely is a little village over here. So let's go check out this village. Now, sometimes they can drop some pretty cool stuff. Like, this guy in particular. Should've just attacked with that instead of riding around on my horse, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's whatever. Alright. I like to sneak in here. I probably should just attack, honestly. But, you know, it's whatever. I should, ooh, let me get this guy. Get my mage out. Alright. Now, I think there's a cookbook in here that we want. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure there is. Alright. A Fire Monk's Prayer Book. So it's better than the cookbook. And, alright. The last thing that I need before I warp out is going to be right over there. So, let me put a marker over there so I know where I'm going. Okay. And the markers are very helpful. Sometimes they can be annoying if you don't go to where the marker is. Ooh, yeah. You know what? Actually, let me get off. A bunch of demi-humans. And there's a big one. Alright. See, I really gotta kill this big one. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. The reason why we're here is because of two things. One, there is a dexterity item. I don't think I got it earlier. I might have got it in one of the other videos, but it should be right around here somewhere. I might have already got it, actually. Let me take a look at my... Yeah, I might have got it. It's supposed to be like right here. Alright, well. I'll not linger. Like I said, it's for your physic. For your physic. There should be a dexterity item. So you can make your physic increase dexterity. I'm gonna check real quick. Pretty sure I got it. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Dexterity not. Okay, well I did get it, so. Alright, moving along. Alright, there is a little shack over here that I do not believe, the Laskyar Ruins, and I'm pretty sure I didn't go. Yep, I definitely haven't come here. This area, if you have a heal spell, could be very, very good. I don't think I have one memorized. But I'm hoping it's going to be alright. Hold on a second. Let me summon... Let me get my other guy summoned here. Hold on a second. There we go. Alright. Get some more MP and I could summon him. Alright. I think I have enough now. I could summon him so we can hurry up and get out of here. Yeah. Alright. Drink one of these. Alright. I want to see how this works against this guy. There's going to be a dude coming up right over here. Sweet. Hey man, that works. Normally what you can do is just use a heal spell on him, and that will pretty much do him in. But that claw spell, holy smokes, is really, really good. Alright. And this will bring you to another area. It's like a little bit of a warp. Get rid of this thing. And I want to say there's one more drop over here. I guess maybe there's not. Alright. Could have swore there was. Alright, so we're going to warp over to the next area, okay guys? And so for the next area, we're going to go to a carriage that, that's over here. And in order to get there, there's two ways you can go about it. Let me show you real quick. The safer way is you just basically spawn in here, come up the hill, and then make your way across over here, okay? We're going to go a little bit of faster way, more dangerous, definitely more dangerous. There should be, there we go. There's some drops that you can do, and oh, we're pretty much down already. One more drop and we're good. Matter of fact, I probably could drop on this. And on this. Alright, cool. Before we move on, there is a bonfire right over here that is really good to grab. Let's see, I know it's around here somewhere. There it is. I'm sorry, a site of grace. So cool. Once you have it, move on. Alright, there's a troll up ahead. A couple ways you can deal with trolls, of course. You don't have to kill them. You could just put them asleep. So if you have sleep pots, those are always really helpful. Otherwise, you can go for the kill. My advice is just put it to sleep, honestly. Make sure I have enough. I'll make a few more. Alright, cool. Probably nail them with one. It should do the trick. Yep. Treespear, very good. I believe it's a heavy spear. And thought maybe there might be something over here. There's nothing over here. Alright, so that being said, let's go to the next area. We are going to kill a Deathbird, alright? And pretty sure I'm going the right direction here. So I did spawn in next to the Blackguard at the Boilprawn shack, and I'm heading to the southeast in order to find this enemy. Yep, it's right over here. Most of you probably have never even fought this thing, honestly. Alright, we're here. There we go. And the cool thing is that this one has a very cool item that you get. The red feathered branch sword. So let me go ahead and read that to you. And it's a talisman, just like the blue one, except for this one raises attack power when your HP is low. So pretty cool. I usually don't use those, but some of you might. Now, being that we're right here, we're going to go talk to a friend. Just careful not to aggro those tentacle monsters. One time, it came all the way up here. Like, I'm no joke, man. One of those tentacle monsters got aggroed and came up here. So, yes, here he is. Patches. So, if there's anything that you needed to... Yes, yes. Make sure you talk to Raya, which we did. But, he's talking about a secret way to get to Volcano Manor, alright? But, if there's anything you need to purchase from him, you could do it here. So if you want another S-Stock or whatever you want, alright? Okay, let's go to the next area. Alright, you guys, so for the next one, we have a Night Cavalry. And you can find this one at night next to the Gate Town Bridge, and we're just going to go from there. I've talked about it before. If you have the poison armament, you might want to use it. Otherwise, being that I'm arcane build, I'll show you real quick. I have a poison mist on my bandit's curved sword, so I will do poison damage, quite a bit of poison damage actually per hit. So something to keep in mind so that you can take out this guy real easy, especially because he's got the halberd, and these guys are the worst. Alright. He's poisoned. Very good. So, basically what you can do is you can just kind of come up to the top of these things, and typically he won't get up here. You can try, and sometimes he'll jump. There it is. In which case you can just kind of go to another one, like this taller one, and yeah. Very simple. Actually, I could probably cast spells from up here. Ha! Very, very, very cool. Alright, and he's dead pretty much. He can come on up here if he wants, but he's a goner. Yep. And I do believe, yeah, let me kill this thing too. Alright, there is a one of these scarabs over here, so I can't remember what this one does. Very good. Alright, so that being said, let's move on to the next nighttime creature. The next creature is another Deathbird. And you can find this one at the Gate Town North. Well, maybe a little bit south of the Gate Town North. So let's go ahead and travel there now. There is actually two in Liurnia. Most people don't know of the one. Some people don't know of even this one. And again, you want to use a sacred blade. I can't stress how good it is, honestly. And if you can get a headshot, it makes all the difference. If you can't, go for body shots. Just like that. Alright. The thing you get from him is actually really good. I believe it's a spell. Yep, the Ancient Death Ranker spell. For those of you who are doing a Faith and Intelligence build, this thing is amazing. But that being said, let's move on to the next enemy that we're going to defeat. Alright, so for the next two clips, I recorded them, but my mic was unfortunately muted. So basically, from the converted tower, we're going to go to the Ertree, and we're going to kill this avatar real quick. Thing to remember is that as you're coming down to the Ertree avatar boss, make sure that you avoid many of the enemies, with the exception of this one right here, because this one will actually join the fray and will get behind you as you're trying to kill this boss. The other thing that's really, really important about these enemies is that they're very susceptible to flames. So once you're prepared, usually you can summon an Ash of War to help you out, and you can obviously buff up and whatnot. So from here, you can see that these things, I try to keep a distance because these things have a very good reach. Their staff is really like closes it has a very far reach, so it closes the distance very well. And honestly, a lot of times when I'm fighting these bosses, I'll actually do it on horseback because you get that little bit of extra mobility. The problem with fighting on horseback is that you don't get a chance to really roll, so you have to stay the distance. And basically from this boss, you'll get the cerulean tier, crystal tier, which at first I thought that maybe this was the one that you can use and it'll give you about 10 seconds of unlimited FP, but it's not. The one that does is the one that you'll find at the like right outside of Volcano Manor. There's an ulcerated tree spirit that when you kill it, that one will give you the cerulean tier that will allow you to have like unlimited FP. This one just kind of replenishes some of your FP, which is good. It's just not as good as the other one. You know what I mean? So basically from here, I was going to end it, but actually there is another place nearby that you can go to as long as it's at nighttime, and there's kind of like an NPC fight or an NPC boss, and it's related to the whole Castle Morn NPC questline. So if you remember, when you go to Castle Morn, and by the way, I was looking for maybe there was like extra loot up there, and there's not. So when you go to Castle Morn, after you cross the Bridge of Sacrifices, there is Bridge of Sacrifice. There is a lady. She's blind and she's asking for help, and she says, "Hey, you know, my dad is over at the tower, or not the tower, the Castle Morn. Can you go and take like a letter or something like that?" And you're like, "Yeah, okay, cool." So then when you go there, you talk to him, and he's like, "Oh my goodness, I didn't realize she was over there. You know, can you like talk to her for me or whatever?" And then you go over there and she's dead. Well, apparently he's upset with the whole matter, and he is looking to exact his revenge on you. So when you go to the Revenger Shack at night, you get invaded. So this is the invasion that happens. You do want to be careful. I came into this not really thinking that it was going to be, you know, like a potentially difficult fight, and I should have healed up before the fight, but you know, I took him out regardless. Swarm of Flies, really fun spell to use, and it's really good, like I've said before, to kind of pepper your enemies up with a little bit, especially because the tracking is so good. But as you can see, I kind of underestimated the whole situation. You know what I mean? So I could have probably took a swig before I continued on. So I ended it right here. Unfortunately, though, I totally forgot that there is an Evergaol right nearby. So I grabbed the meat dumplings that were in the shack, rested up, and now I'm going to the Evergaol. And there is actually a site of grace that I was like, oh, I wonder if there's a site of grace over here. There is, and I have it already. You can see I take a look at the map and stuff like that. But in this Evergaol, you actually fight a troll boss, and it just so happens, actually, I mean, I don't think I've ever had a problem with this boss, but it just so happens that I kind of I got underneath the boss, and typically it's not a good idea. However, because he uses a glint blade phalanx, he didn't get a chance to really use it, so that thing hurts pretty bad if you get attacked by it. So it kind of worked out pretty well because I got all up in his, well, I wasn't in his face. I was by his feet or whatever. But yeah. And this is the strategy. Of course, I've got, you know, bleed and stuff like that, and that obviously helps. You know, any kind of a status effect is really gonna do good. Now, this boss will drop the Great Blade Failing spell. However, it may be worth your while to actually use the Glint Blade Failings Ash of War on like a dagger or something like that, because that will actually do a little bit more poise damage than the Great Blade Failing spell. So just something to keep in mind. Maybe try it out, try both out even, see which one you like better. Alright, so from the foot of the Four Belfries Tower, what we're actually going to do is come along this way. There is a camp right here that has a couple goodies that we're going to grab, and then there's a carriage that will stop right before the water's edge. Alright, and basically what we're going to do is try to get what's inside the carriage without necessarily having to defeat the entire entourage that usually guards the carriage. And the best way to go about that is to basically take down this camp first. Alright. Alright. And the thing about it, this camp, is that there's a couple snipers, actually, that make this camp kind of pain. So, let's see here. Alright. We're almost done. Trying to go quick on this camp. Problem is that there's this guy right there. But, we're gonna get to him soon enough. The Pumpkinhead. And, yeah. Let's get all this stuff first. Okay, and there's a sniper. You can take the sniper out with a bow, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to because, you know, whatever. You should, though. I usually do. There we go. Alright, let's go kill that sniper here in a second. First, we have some enemies to dispatch. Where's my backup at? You know what I'm saying? Alright. Woo! Haha, yeah. Alright. Let's get our stuff out of here. Smithing stone 4, and something that you can keep in mind to, oh look, our guy might have actually took out, there's one more of the Knights of Cuckoos or whatever, and looks like our guy took it out actually. Something, because he typically is right here. Typically I'll backstab him, you know, and he'll fall down. He must have been taken out. Thought there was 2. Maybe there's just 1. Alright, so from here, now that we got that smithing stone 4, we are going to make our way to get the Carian straight sword, I believe it's called. And like I said, you can destroy the entire entourage if that's what you're into. Okay. I'll make sure there's no extra loot. There's no extra loot anywhere. Sometimes I feel like they have those guys sitting in chairs in different places, and they'll usually have like somber smithing stones and stuff like that, just kind of chilling. Alright, so looks like there's a knight. I don't know if he spotted me. Okay, cool. So cool. Now we can just basically get what's in here and call it a day. Oh, we gotta stop these guys. Hold up. Hold up. Work stoppage. There we go. Yeah, Carian Knight Sword. Very good. It's actually a pretty good sword. Yeah, for those of you who are into a intelligence build. Pretty good. Alright, so from here, I'm going to go to the next area. Alright, we've been here multiple times. Alright, we are right next to the smithing master Izzy. What we're going to do is go to the Kingsrealm Ruins, and I know you guys are like, well, that's not really an above ground boss. You are absolutely correct, but it's probably not worth taking an entire episode. So we'll just get the main things from here. I don't know why I can't get off my horse. There we go. Alright. Alright. What else do I can get? I love how when I get on a horse, I don't take any damage from anything. Alright, we don't need to kill all these guys. We don't need to do any of that. What we really want to do is use this thing right here. Alright. And when you use that, not only will it disrupt most of those traps, and I want to say there's one more thing over here. Could be mistaken. Alright, looks like there's not. But there is a boss fog, and it's another one of those, I think they're revenants. Pretty sure that's what they're called. And they're pains, they really are. For those of you who have a healing spell, you might want to use the healing spell on them, because it will actually disrupt them. Uh-oh. Dang, man. Ah. If I had a healing spell memorized, I'd sure use it. Ah. Offhand weapon, man. Holy smokes. This guy's beating me up. They're very, very, very aggressive, and I should have probably memorized a healing spell, because that will completely mess them up. It'll do probably about half their whole health of damage, and it will stagger them too. So healing spells are really, really good. Plus it heals you too, you know, which is always good. And the Frozen Needle, let me go ahead and show you guys. This is one of the coolest rapiers, honestly. Frost buildup innately, and it's a thrusting sword. So, and it has Impaling Thrust as the weapon art. So very, very, very cool. I would definitely try it out if you are into those type of weapons, dexterity / intelligence weapons. All right, now let's get out of here. All right, you guys, we are now at the Bellum Church. Yes, the Bellum Church, and there is a Knight Cavalry right here. But before we tackle the Knight Cavalry, we're gonna grab the Site of Grace that's right here. All right. And in order to do that, let's go around this way. Because the Knight Cavalry could aggro on us from a pretty far area, actually. And it's also a Knight of Cuckoo. Cuckoo, I don't know what it's called. And a couple knights. I ain't trying to fight an army over here, you know what I'm saying? Just doing one thing at a time. The other thing too is that there is one of those rare bushes that you can collect. Let me go ahead and show you. Right over here. Very rare. Arterial leaves. So grab one of those. And let's see. Cool. Now, let's go fight that boss. Could be right there. He is right there. And this guy, what weapons does he have? Oh, another halberd user. Fantastic. Alright, so he's poisoned. I ain't playing. I feel like sometimes I have a manner of hubris with my game style. They're like, oh man, I'll be alright. Now, sometimes you ain't gonna be alright, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta take it down a notch, you know? Alright, let's mess this guy up. I'm going for an attack. Yep, that's it. Done for. Get some extra stuff off of him. Oh, didn't really get nothing. Did get Giant Hunt and the Knight Rider Glaive, which are pretty cool. Before we move from this area, I do want to show you guys something. There is one weapon that some of you may want to see where you get it. And I hadn't originally intended to show you guys this, but, you know, being that I'm here, and I'm probably not going to want to come back here later. And let me go ahead and do this. Like that. Alright, so now that we got that taken care of, let's grab this egg and jump down. Get all the way down. And I mean all the way down, like all the way down. But you don't want to go down that far. You want to go down over here. This way you are not going to get not really ambushed, but they have like the enemies have like a little ambush ready for you or something like that. So you just come over here like this, and if you so desire, you can summon someone to help. And you come over here, mess this guy up. Got my poison stuff going on. Very cool. And yeah, I think that's all. Oh, one more enemy. Okay. So from here, grab the chest, and there you go. Got my backup. And that is the item that we're looking for. Alright. Oh my goodness, all these guys. Go home. Alright, let me show you it. Here it is, Great Mace. 11.5 in weight, but pretty decent weapon if you're looking for heavy poise weapons and stuff like that. Could be kind of cool, but as you can see, there's a lot of like enemies around this area, and you might think that there's these scarabs are cool. They're just scarabs that's gonna replenish your stuff. It's nothing too important. All right, guys, let's move to the next area. So there are two places that I want to bring you before we go to actually the last boss. And real quick, I want to show you guys that from the highway north, we're going to the highway lookout tower and the Purified Ruins from there. Because we're so short on time, I do want to just kind of go as quick as I can to get these items. And I'm probably not going to actually defeat any of the monsters here. At least none that I don't have to. So I'll take a little bit of damage. I'll probably get hit in the back. Oh, I didn't even get hit. How about that? And there is a mage all the way at the top, and there's also I want to say it's a staff that's up here. Yeah. Yep, there it is. And let's go ahead and warp back over here. All right, and the that staff is good for the glint blade sorceries. So if you're into using those, then probably want to take a look. I think you get like a 10% bonus or something like that when you use that in conjunction with those spells. The next place we're gonna go is right here. And you don't need to really do pretty much anything besides come in here. I'm not gonna lie, most of the time I do kill those enemies, but I mean, when you're in the surface area, there's very little bonus to like killing them. So for the Two Fingers Heirloom, I'll show you real quick. It would be this one right here, and raises faith. I think it's 5 points, I think, but nothing that we necessarily need. And I don't think there's anything of great importance over here. Alright, so basically stir up a bunch of trouble and make your way down over here, okay? Because we got to talk to this lady. Alright, we got to progress her quest line.
Would you donate them on a pilgrim, and when I eat one?
Yep.
You're not like the others. They rest their howling, their frail feet. You.
Just like that.
You are most kind. May the blessing of the thing.
Alright, you guys, so let's move on to the next place. Alright, you guys, here's probably the last place we have time for. Let me go ahead and show you where we're at. We are at the Ruined Labyrinth, and we are about to go to this Ertree. Alright? But before we do that, there's a couple things that we need. And if you want, you can mess up, injure, not really destroy, but defeat the mausoleum. Basically, real simple. Way you do it is you just hit the white things on the bottom of their legs. But there is something that we want, and it's right around the corner here. There are a couple of items. Here's one. Alright, Spiral Horn Shield. It's a smaller shield, but I I believe this one, let's take a look. This one causes blood loss buildup, so it's kind of interesting. I'm not sure exactly what, you know, that's going to be worth it for you guys. It's probably not worth it for me, but it's interesting nonetheless. And also, what we want to do is come down over here, alright? And you guys might be kind of like, really? You want to come down over here? Because some of you know what's down here. But there is a reason. There is one thing in particular that we want. Alright? And, let's see. I do have my sleep jar available, okay? So, what you want to do, as there is a rune bear in the area, if this thing wakens, then... Yep. Oh no. Alright, well, he's gonna pretty much be aggroed on us for quite some time. But that's alright. We'll make do get out of here. Alright, now that we're all the way at the top, he's probably not gonna aggro on us anymore. And just so you know, we're above the location where we're just at. That was the walking mausoleum that we just passed. Okay, so now that you're up here, some people don't really know about this location right here, but there is a item right around the corner. Alright, and this is another talisman. I'll show you real quick. This one is good for raising robustness, so you know, so you don't get I'm pretty sure that's so you don't get poisoned or rot and stuff like that. So really good talisman to have. Alright, again, you don't have to destroy those walking mausoleums if you don't want to, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, let's get this. And I don't believe there's anything else for us up here. Another way you can get up here. And yeah, alright. Now let's go kill this boss. Before you kill him, you probably do want to get rid of the ancestral follower that are right over here. And for me, I'm just gonna kill him, man. Let's see. I'm about to die over here. Oh, it's getting real. Alright. Let's use a spell, shall we? Alright. Alright, here we go. Let's do it right. Ah, should have done that the first time. I didn't realize I was going to kill him right off the bat. Alright. And we're going to let that be for a minute. Let's come on over here. I think when you kill one of them, some of them will aggro. Yeah, there's one's aggroing. There we go. Alright, and we don't want to aggro the Ertree boss. What we want to do is kill these guys. That's what we really want to do. And do be careful, they do have a charge attack that can actually be pretty powerful. Alright. Oh boy. Let's switch this out. There we go. There we go. I wonder, Alright. Interesting. I guess we're good. We don't need to kill that right now. What I will do, summon this guy, and let's kill this boss. Long enough. And you know what I'll do? I'll actually show you how it could be a little bit easier to kill them on a horse, alright? So, do this. And this one's really good because what you get when you kill them. There we go. Alright. So we got something that we can mix in our flask. So if we want to do more magic, lightning, or holy damage, then we could mix that into our flask, which is really, really, really cool. Alright, now, that being said, I'm going to show you guys something super cool. You probably never knew about this. It's not like super game breaking or anything like that. And if I do it right... Alright. Ah, almost had it. Hold on, let me try again. It's not, like I said, it's not super game breaking. But it, in my opinion, is a little bit easier than going around the other way to go to this location. Figured I'd spare you guys a little bit of time watching me get up there. It's really not too bad once you kind of figure out how to do it. But once you do, like I said, it's a little bit easier than the other way. Just like that. Alright. From here, very simple. We just basically want to, let's see. Come over here. Sit on this side of Grace. Alright. And we're gonna take down this this tower right quick. This tower is a pain. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You kind of block maybe a little bit from the trees. I don't know. Maybe not. But if you absorb too much frenzy, then you will certainly die. So you don't want that to happen. And this next area has rats. So you want to be very quick about dispatching these rats. Just like that. Do be careful. Those rats are nothing to play with. And let's make our way up here. There are, as always, 3 levels. The top level, you have to face the frenzied flame. All right, and that will instantly kill you. Okay, so once you get into that area, into that area where there's a hole, it'll actually start to build. Oh, there it is. So get in there, and you have to kill all of them quick. Alright. Once you've killed them all, then they stop summoning that thing, and you're free. You are free from their evil grasp. And you probably have died several times to that if you know what I'm talking about, and it is a pain. So once you have that completed, basically one more place to go to wrap up everything for the most part in Liurnia, and we're just gonna go really quick through this. There is one NPC invasion basically, and we're not gonna kill everyone here. Probably not gonna kill almost anyone, honestly. We're just gonna get what we need and get on our way. There are some dangerous enemies though, so do keep that in mind. These guys are dangerous. There should be something over here. Alright, well I guess it's not. I hear something. Oh, you know what? It's probably that, ooh, yeah. That's very good. That's very, very, very good. Very helpful. That one will make aggro on you. But if you have the Mimic tier, you can make it aggro on the Mimic tier, which is really, really good. Alright. Almost at the end. Yeah, I can hear a, scarab actually. I don't know if you guys can hear it with your headsets, if you're listening with headsets that is, but those scarabs they're nothing really, okay? So don't pay them any mind at all. Could have swore there was a shard around here somewhere. I guess not. Okay. Here's the deal. There is a frenzied enemy, Vyke, I think it is, and he's about to invade us. There it is. He's invading. So, what we want to do is use what we have. You know what I'm saying? We got to use what we have. So I wanted to save some time in this video where I could, and I figured that I might as well do that for this NPC invasion. And basically the thing I'd have to say as far as this goes is, you know, it's not my best fight against him, but the thing to keep in mind is try not to get your frenzy meter too high, because that will probably lead to your death. Alright. I'm sure you guys are not impressed with my PvE skills. I don't claim to be, not PvE, PvP skills. I don't really claim to be a PvP enthusiast, but here's our Finger Maiden. And by the way, if you are trying to get the blood on the maiden's scarf or whatever, you can come here, and this will do the trick as well. But the Church of Anticipation is probably the easiest one. Alright, so from here, basically, that's pretty much it. I'll show you. There's this one little thing right here that you can come and do. Let me come around here, otherwise I'll fall all the way down and die. Oh, and there is, oh, you know what? There is a spell, I think it is. Let me see. There's something right around the corner here, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, what is it? Yes. Alright. Yes, alright, so we got a spell. And also we want to go and grab the drops from the graveyard down here. Just be careful. The flowers shoot out frenzy, and that obviously is really, really dangerous. The other thing we want to do is make sure you go over to the cliff over here, and when you drop off, jump onto the rampart and grab the stone sword key, alright? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode of Elden Ring Beast Mode walkthrough, where we defeated most of the surface bosses in Liurnia. So, if you had fun, if you learned something, if you enjoyed watching this, hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon so you don't miss another video, and as always, thanks, stay cool, and bye everyone.